Macanudo Black Inspirado. Um, Fantastic cigar. At lounges, in this size, the smallest size, which feels smaller than a Robusto. I think it's a Corona. Doesn't matter really. I tried to check on websites, and I think it said there was like two different size Robustos. There was Tubo, and then there was 4.8 by 48 or something. So maybe I'm off, but the point is, it feels smaller than a 5 by 50, maybe just a little smaller, but and I could be off. I throw out the plastic or the cellophane. It is what it is, right? So, anyways, great price point at a lounge, and even cheaper on the internet, really cheap. Our brother here, I think he got these for $2 or $3 a piece or something like that. Was it in 5 packs or I don't recall exactly all the details, but so on the internet, if you're getting these Inspirados for $3 a piece, you're gonna have a good time. I'm not saying it's a world-class cigar and it's gonna blow your mind away, but they're solid. Really, the main thing is they really taste nice. And in my opinion, the black is the strongest blend, not in strength, but I mean just it's the best blend. It's the most easy to like, if that makes any sense. The Inspirado Black, you're gonna be really comfortable with this cigar. If you love chocolate, espresso notes, black pepper, it's gonna feel very comfortable. And it's an extremely dark wrapper, which is, quite impressive. Draw is always generally good on these. Is it always gonna have flawless construction? Generally, I always have a good construction on these. You could get one with a soft spot here or there. They're not top tier for Macanudo, but they're not top tier pricing. You get like a 1968 Macanudo or the blue labels at the Grand Cru or Cru Royale, whatever it's called. Those are going to cost more money. But generally, Inspirados you can get anywhere from $6 to $8 at a store, which store pricing that's very inexpensive for quality cigar. On the internet pricing, I wouldn't pay more than $5 a piece on the internet, but you could probably get 5 packs for under $20. Maybe 15? No. Yeah, 15 would be $3 a piece. I can't do math. Anyways, just keeping this short. Well, how I would rate the Macanudo Inspirado, I've had it so many times. I've been having it since it came out. I come back to it. It's inexpensive and it's great. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't just come back to it because it's cheap. Like I'm not broke. So I can have other cigars. But, hell, I mean, sometimes, you're not sure. Hey, at a lounge, $7 on this, you're going to have a good time. There's nothing wrong with the cigar. And the blend's really great. The grain, I feel, is just a little behind it, but the grain's more exotic. So if you want a more exotic cigar, go for the Inspirado grain. I would marry the Inspirado Black and then date the Inspirado grain. So where this would be, I think a solid 4.5. Just a reliable, solid cigar from 0 through 5. The price point is really a strong point on these. Compared to a store prices, they're inexpensive. And on the internet, they have really great deals. So all that value combined, and a very pleasant. Main thing is they're pleasurable cigars. There's no point to a cheap cigar in price if it tastes like garbage. There's no point to that. So it is what it is. And that is what it is. A piece of the cap came off right there after I cut it. It just fell off right there. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not going to be top tier production on these. You're not going to compare these to Milano or Padron, et cetera, of really higher end cigars as far as the look and the feel. But the price point on these, they're solid. So I could recommend all the Inspirados, but we've already talked about on the channel and the lives. If it comes down to one, it'd be the Inspirado Black, and try it in any size. But this small size, I thought it was Corona, but I guess they're calling this one Robusto. That's all I could see. 4.8 by 48, because it felt shorter than a 5-inch, and it didn't feel like 50. So I at this point, I don't know. I don't know what size it is. They're calling their Robusto, but it's almost the size of a Corona. So I don't know. Very enjoyable, very great flavor, and they're shareable. I mean. This is not extremely strong. It'll probably go up to about medium full, but it's very sweet, very chocolatey. And the price point, you can share them. If you're getting these for $3 a stick, you're going to have a great time. It's a very low-cost way to stock up, and there's nothing wrong. Literally, when you smoke this, if you bought it on the internet, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's a $3 cigar. No, that's Really, these could have been like $10 cigars that they sell for $7 at the store and $3 on the internet. So you're just getting a great deal on it, because General Cigars under Macanudo, they make so many of these, and they could dump all the extras on CBID. So have fun. You do what you want with it, but I've had these for what? It's been 5 years. 2017, I think they came out, give or take. I just saw an article, I think, when they released. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. But I've been having them for years. There's a lot of okay cigars, and there's a lot of good cigars, but there's very few cigars I come back to. This is a cigar I come back to. And a lot of the guys on the channel here go back to it as well. So that means something. So if you want a cigar you would want to come back to, and you want to spend very little money, but actually have great quality, that's a rare situation. Normally, great quality is going to come with great price, okay? But certain times, certain brands, generally the bigger brands, and generally under CBID or somewhere else, they can be negotiable, depending on volume and etc. And these dogs are barking their ass off. So anyways, stick with that. 4.5, solid, reliable, it's tasty. Gonna max out maybe 3/4 strength, depending on the size. Maybe a little darker than 3/4 darkness, but very sweet. And it's got some nice complexity, but it's not gonna be an exotic cigar, but you've had it before as far as the overall profile, the way it feels. But they're fantastic. We're out of here. Watch out for Richie.